Hi everybody, I'm moving on to chapter 2 in the Self-Regulation Workbook, and this chapter's on impulse control. Let's see how I do. It starts out with a little bit of a description about what impulse control is. Let's get started right away with the quiz. When I have something to say, I usually interrupt right away because I can't wait. I'm really bad about interrupting. Really bad. Okay. If I see a snack I want, I usually take it without asking. Ask, but sometimes grab if I'm too hungry. Wait and ask first. Make sure I have permission. I definitely make sure I have permission. When I'm playing a game and don't like the rules, I usually change the rules to cheat or win. Argue, but try to play fairly. Follow the rules, but feel frustrated. Play by the rules and accept the challenge. I can play by the rules. If I get really excited in class, I usually shout out or move around. Of course, I'm thinking back to when I was younger. Try to sit still, but get wiggly. Stay calm. I was a shout out. When I have to wait in line, I usually push ahead or complain without waiting. Feel impatient, but try to wait. Stand in line, but fidget a lot. I am not good at waiting online. It actually really irritates me. If I'm angry at someone, I usually yell, hit, or say something mean, get mad, but try to walk away, take a deep breath, and think before I act. Talk to the person calmly. Sort of in between B and C, but I guess I'll go with B. If I lose a game, I usually get really mad and refuse, feel upset, congratulate the winner, but feel a little disappointed, accept the loss, and think about what I can do better. Yeah, I'm fine with losing. That doesn't really bother me. When I feel frustrated with a hard task, I usually give up right away, complain, take a short break, and try again. Definitely me. When a teacher or adult asks me to do something, I usually ignore them or say no, sigh or roll my eyes, follow directions, but not always the right way. I'm pretty good about following directions. If I accidentally bump into someone, I usually keep walking and not say anything. Notice but don't say much. Say sorry but rush away. Apologize and make sure they're okay. All right. Let's see how I did. Maybe better than I thought, but now I'm an adult. I don't know if I took this as a child. All right, A, D, D, A, C, B, D, C, D, D. Okay, so I'm going to go with C's and D's. And I would say that's probably pretty accurate for where I am in my life right now. I usually think before I act. Some situations are harder than others. Example, waiting in a line at a store. Keep practicing strategies to stay patient, manage frustration, and make thoughtful choices. I'm good at stopping, thinking, and make a smart decision before acting. Keep using these skills and help others who might need support. Okay, I like it. All right, let's see. Some 10 tips for managing impulses. Use the pause and think rule. I have been using this as an adult. Like I said, I'm really bad at interrupting. So I've been trying to pause and think about what I'm saying before. Count to 5 before responding. Wow. Actually, I'm going to start doing that one. That would be really helpful for me. Take deep breaths. I do that. Use a fidget tool. Yes. Sometimes I'm using like a sensory sticker, a little tactile input on the back of my phone. Repeat directions in my head. I'm okay with that. Practice waiting. I practice at the store. Ask yourself what happens next. I think I do that. Find a way to move. Okay. As an adult, sometimes that can be tricky if I'm in the middle of a meeting. Use a secret hand signal. It doesn't really apply to me as an adult. And celebrate when you wait your turn. Okay, I like that. One thing I've been doing with the pause and think rule, I've been writing down what I want to ask or say, and then I pause and wait so that I can remember what I wanted to say. Okay. Think about a time when you acted without thinking. What happened? All right, it's often because I'm interrupting. And then, quite frankly, I feel a little guilty about I interrupted. I wasn't really a productive member of the conversation if I'm going to be interrupting. What's the hardest situation for you to control your impulses? Waiting in line. I've already said that. It's really hard for me. I know it sounds lame, but I just can't stand it. I think because I grew up near New York City and it's constantly fast-paced and just not good at waiting. What strategies from the try list? The count to 5. As I mentioned, I'm going to try that one. I'm going to just try to pause and count to 5. Give me some time to think. How does it feel when you are able to stop and think before reacting? Actually, I'm really proud of myself when I can do this. Imagine you're teaching a younger child about impulse control. What advice would you give them? Definitely the pause, the count to 5, and just constantly sort of giving yourself some internal reminders of that, you need to wait your turn. So I think, and practice. I think kids need a lot of practice before they can achieve this skill of impulse control. As I said, now I'm in my 50s and I'm still working on it. All right, so if you want to get more information, head on over to your therapy source where you can purchase the Self-Regulation Workbook, or you can find it at Amazon. See you next time.